Hello everybody, in today's video we're gonna talk about coins and what happens when you find a coin on the street. What do you do? And we're on this series of videos about money and how we can change our relationship with money, because that's, I think, the objective. I think that's what we really want to be working on, is having a good relationship with money, so money wants to be around us. So I had this idea, it's here on the night, but I want to make this video because I think it's important. And sometimes when you walk on the street, you'll find money, you find a coin or something, right? This is 100 colones, which would be like 10 cents of a dollar. No, sorry, I think it's 20 cents of a dollar. Yeah, I think that's 20 cents of a dollar. Yeah, it's just some cents. And of course, when you find money, it's money. It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't matter if it's 1 million, 20 million, 100 million, or it's just like this tiny piece of money, right? And every time that I find a coin, I take the coin, I clean it a little bit, and I say thank you, right? And that's what you wanna. That's a practice that I want you guys to do, which is, yeah, you find money, all of a sudden it comes to you, and then you wanna say thanks, because I'm abundant, right? And fill into it, right? You find money, so now you're rich. You understand me? So you find a coin. Oh wow, like money's coming to me. And I think that's something that started happening to me. Something that I'll talk in another video is opening ourselves to money, right? Sometimes I think we're very limited when it comes to money, and we think that money can only come on a certain way, throughout. Let's take the example, the basic example. It can come just from my job. So I have a job, I work these hours and I get a salary. That's the only money that I'm gonna receive. And I think there's a very limited perspective of life. I think money can come in ways that you cannot imagine, right? And yes, you want to be working on different streams where the money can come from, but I think it's also important to be open to receive money. So money can be found miraculously, I don't know how to say that word, miraculously on the street. You can find a coin, $10, and that's another point of the video, right? To be open to receive money. Maybe I say something nice to someone, and that someone wants to give me money. So I'm not gonna say no to that person. I'm gonna say, okay, give me money, right? And I will receive it, and I thank you. So the point of the video was, if I find a coin, whatever the size, whatever the amount, I say thank you, because I'm abundant, right? And what I do with these coins, I'll show you in another video, is I have like a little, very beautiful box that I bought. I saw it on a design store, and I said, I don't know, I'm drawn to this box. And it's a wooden box with a mandala, and I put all the coins that I find on the street on there. And though that goes in the entrance of my house, I have to do another video about this. And that for me is like abundance is being, expanding. It's expanding, and prosperity comes to my life. So I always repeat those things in my mind, and I always try to feel abundant, even though it doesn't matter the money situation. You just have to feel, and that's the frequency you want to be in, right? So this is a very quick video, but it's just very simple, but very basic, but very important. And it's, when I find money, I thank, whatever the size. And I think that creates another relationship with money, because I'm thankful to have received money. So then that money is happy. That money wants to be with me, because I have a great relationship with that money. I can clean it, and I can put it in a little box. So this coin is happy in that box that I prepared, that I bought, that I took care of, and there's all this ritual that you can do. So of course, another thing that I didn't say in this video is that this only started to happen to me when I changed my relationship to money. But I think every one of us has some day, I remember one day there were 10 euros on the street in Barcelona where I was living, and I took it, right? But these things started happening to me very often, and I think it's because I'm open to see these things, you know. Because if you're just worrying about your life, your problems, you're stressed, you know, you don't look at the floor, or you're not even aware that that coin could be on your feet. But if you're, and I think that is also another message from the video, which is, if I'm open to see the opportunities, I will see them. If I'm open to receive money, I will eventually receive it. But if I'm close to receiving money, I certainly won't receive it. The fact that I open myself to receive money means that eventually there's a possibility that I will receive money. And which happened to in my life, and will happen to you, of course, is that eventually you'll get money. And you receive money in ways that you cannot imagine. So open yourself to beauty, open yourself to the miraculous. And I think this is a great example of life. And a coin can be such a difference in one's life. So I wish you find a lot of coins and you collect them and you put them on a little box. I'll make another video about that. And see you on the next videos on how can we all change our relationship